Guys, today I am taking a look at this handy little streamer stroke DAC from Arylic. Now, do we actually need something like this in 2022? We'll find out in just a few seconds. What's up YouTube? Dave here with Seen Through a Lens, and thanks for stopping by the channel. We make lifestyle videos and all things tech, so if that's your kind of thing, then please consider subscribing to the channel and clicking on that bell icon so you can be notified of new videos. So guys, yes, this is the S10 Streamer cum DAC from Arylic. Now, before we get into it, Arylic sent me this S10 to review. Now, if you follow my channel, you'll know that whether I buy something myself or whether I get sent it, you're always going to get my honest opinion, good, bad, or indifferent. So, a streamer cum DAC. Ordinarily, that sounds pretty good, right? But in 2022, we already own a ton of streamers, right? We have Amazon Alexa, we have Sonos, we have tablets, computers, and even mobile phones. So where would this S10 fit into our already crowded lifestyles? Well, before we answer that $64 million question, let's just take a look at this S10 in some detail. So, opening the box, we have some instructions. We also have a remote control, which is kind of useful as it has some specific controls on it like sound equalization and other input settings. You've also got a 3.5 to 3.5mm cable for auxiliary in or out, and a 3.5mm to RCA connectors to connect to your amp or something like that. Then you have the S10 itself. Now, this is smaller than I thought it would be, which is super handy if you want to transport it around as it fits in your hand, right? But for me, I kind of prefer something a little more robust if I'm not traveling with it. And I don't know why I would be traveling with it, quite frankly, but it's small and light if you want to travel with it. But that said, it's not plastic, it's actually metal and glass and kind of feels quite premium. On the front, you've got the infrared receiver for the remote control, and you have 4 LEDs which show you the different inputs and the network indicator. On the back, you have a sleep stroke reset button, a LAN connector, but don't worry, this works with wireless as well. And we also have a USB-A socket so you can connect a hard drive to play music straight off of that. It also has this auxiliary in and an auxiliary out, which incidentally is the only output for your music. And then you have a micro USB power connector. Yes, micro USB in 2022. Plus, you also get the plug to connect the other end of that micro USB cable so that you can power it up. So, pretty cool. Now, setup was pretty straightforward. You need to go to the Play Store or App Store, depending on what kind of mobile phone device you have. Download the companion app, which is called 4Stream. Once you get that installed, turn the S10 on, follow the app instructions, and you're good to go. It is pretty easy. From there, you have a ton of different music options to choose from. Pretty much all of the usual streaming services like Spotify, Tidal, Amazon Music, whatever. And there are a ton of internet radio stations as well. But of course, for all of that stuff, you got to make sure you've got the necessary subscriptions. Nothing's for free, right? So, if you also have your own music server at home, as I do, this will also appear. So you can just pretty much select whatever music you've got on your network, or like I said, you can stream, listen to internet radio, or you can also connect a USB drive. So there you go. Now, from the app, you can also change sound settings, equalization, etc. You've got full control, and you can AirPlay to the device. So that's quite cool. And more importantly, you can add additional S10s for all of your different rooms. So that all sounds pretty good, right? Well, actually, yeah, it does sound pretty good. So how does this S10 sound? Well, that was a bit of a problem for me. You see, the only way that you can listen to the audio output from the S10, like I said, is by connecting it from the auxiliary out to something. But what is that something? For me, I literally didn't have anything other than a couple of powered speakers to connect it to. Now, I've got a decent name hi-fi set up with a streamer, DAC and amp, but it's all connected by XLR cables, so there's no RCA inputs. I've also got Sonos speakers, I've got ALEXAs, don't want to say it because it's going to go off, and I've got tablets, phones and computers. But I've got nothing that has any 3.5mm or RCA inputs, apart from a couple of old powered speakers. And there lies one of those $64 million questions, as what is this really for? Now, I did listen to some music through the speakers, and you know what? It all sounded okay. Not much different to listening to a phone or tablet connected to those speakers. So for me, this hasn't got really any place in my lifestyle. But I get it. If you've got some older hi-fi equipment that doesn't support any way to get media streams like Spotify and things like that into it, then yeah, I get it. Older equipment definitely supports RCA inputs. So once you connect the S10 to your amp, then the modern media sky's the limit. And that is my answer to the $64 billion question. In a legacy setup, this S10 can bring you right up to date. And driven for a decent amp and speakers, I'm sure that the benefits of the onboard DAC will be more apparent. So guys, that's just about it for this one. Whilst not really for me, I do see the benefits of a very cost-effective way to add modern smarts into legacy systems. Guys, if you've got any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section below. If you're interested in purchasing one of these S10s, I'll leave any product links and discount links in the description. Thanks guys for watching, and thanks to Arylic for sending me this S10 streamer to review. It's good if you need to get your modern day media into your legacy system. And guys, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, it does make a difference. And if you'd like to see more of my content, then please subscribe and smash that bell icon to be notified of new videos. Thanks to you guys for watching. I'm Dave with Seeing Through a Lens, and I will see you the next time. Bye for now.